Hello there. So, David's son, Absalom, rebels against David, causing David to flee from Jerusalem. And I like how the Levites are trying to bring the Ark of the Covenant out with him, and they're like, no. He's like, no, send that back. And then several of his other friends come to join him, and he says, okay, you don't have to join me right now, and you just go back into the city, but you can kind of work as a spy, spying for me. And it's interesting, too, that we see Ahithophel, Bathsheba's grandfather, is working against David for Absalom to the effect of trying to support Absalom's. David flees Jerusalem because he doesn't want bloodshed in Jerusalem. He doesn't want his holy city being attacked. He doesn't want his land and his city that problem. And he leaves the concubines. He has 10 of them, which they were not just, they were kind of like second wives in that regard. They ran the home for David. Of course, that ends up being a problem because Absalom's going to do something very, very wrong. But that's what Nathan told David was going to happen. Things that you did in private, David, your children are going to do in public. And that's exactly what ends up happening. This whole chapter and all these chapters bring up a lot of questions about loyalty and what real friendship is. What really means to stick by the king and stick by your friends and be loyal versus not loyal. I need to remember those lessons. There's a lot here. You can get into the book of Proverbs, study the friendships and stuff going on there. Again, read Psalm 3. If you didn't catch my little video I made with my stuffed animals, it was kind of silly. I don't know what was going on with me last night, but I kind of just gave like a whole preview of just all the things that have happened to David and how much baggage he's carrying on his way out of Jerusalem. All of the relationships, all of the disasters that have fallen upon him as he sinned and fell away from God for a little while, but he's come back. Now he's dealing with Absalom's rebellion. So there's just so much there. We'll continue on in the next video, but just wanted to share what I've got. Read Psalm 3 also, because that's a whole psalm written during this time when Absalom was rebelling. Okay, thank you for listening. God bless.